What's going on, guys? Eric right here. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a beautiful, fantastic, glorious day. Welcome back to another one of these vlogs. Every one of these vlogs, I talk about what's going on in my life, what's going on with things happening into the channel, so on and so forth. So I have some news. You guys are probably here because you read the title. I do have a confession to make, so there's going to be some bad news in this video, but there's going to be some good news too. Again, my camera is being buggy here, so I apologize if it seems like it's being weird. Anyways, so if it slowly goes down. Alright, anyway, so to those of you who do not know, we are working on a film series. And when I say film series, I don't mean a YouTube video series. I'm talking about a full-on film series. Okay, this thing is huge. Like, absolutely huge. It's 8 episodes long. The very first season is 8 episodes long. And we managed to film the first episode last week. Like, after all of the difficulties with equipment. I don't know if I went into full detail on what happened with all the equipment. But basically, like, I think the third week we got together, we planned on filming. And what ended up happening was I was there at my parents' house for 3 days. We got about maybe a day's worth of work done. And then we had to erase it. So theoretically, we didn't get anything done in those 3 days. Because we would go to film, and the camera kept bugging out on us. The camera kept, like, tweaking, and it just wouldn't work. So then we're like, all right, well, let's go ahead and try to record stuff. The recording equipment that we had just wasn't working. The recording equipment I had is what I currently have, and this stuff is old stuff. So, like, it just wasn't working. It wasn't doing what we needed to do. So we ended up buying brand new recording equipment, brand new filming equipment. We got new lights. We, like, upgraded that third week. So by the fourth week, the only thing we had to worry about was the camera. And the reason why is because we had to get, like, a $2,000 camera. So we gave in. We bought a $2,000 camera. And we managed to film the entire first episode in, like, 2 days. We can try to cram out, like, an episode every week. And it's pretty crazy, guys. Like, this thing is growing so much bigger than I anticipated when I agreed to jump onto this project. So we got a brand new $2,000 camera. I mean, this camera is a beast. The kind of camera that we got was a Blackmagic 4K. It's a beautiful camera. It's an amazing piece of equipment, and it does everything that we need to do. It connects to a TV, because one of the issues that we were having with filming was we were both deaf and blind. Well, I know my equipment, I know my audio, so I wasn't too worried about the deaf part, but the blind part, that's when it became a problem, because we have to be able to see what we're doing, we have to be able to make sure everything works, because we're doing a lot of green screen work. So it actually hooks up to we can hook it up to a TV so that we can see what we're doing while we're filming. So we're deaf, but we're not blind. And it's amazing. It's an amazing piece of equipment. And the moment we bought it, we knew we were on the right track because the audio equipment that we bought worked well with the camera, and some of the stuff that we were using looked real in some of the footage. So we knew we were on the right track, and everything came out just flawless, easy, beautiful. And we are so excited to start editing, but we want to do all the episodes first and then sit down and edit it all at once, because editing is a totally different mindset. But we have the whole first episode done, and I believe we have the next 3 episodes scripted. Like, we have the script written. We're going to be meeting up tonight. Well, this is Tuesday. So when you watch this video, last night we met up and we filmed the rest of the first episode and the beginning of the second and the third, I think. I'm not quite sure, but I know we filmed a lot yesterday here at my apartment. We also have something which is really cool, and you'll be able to look forward to this next Wednesday. Look forward to an update on what's going on with marketing. We are talking to a marketing guy, and so there will be either really good news, really bad news, really cool news, whatever. There'll be some news next week for sure, and I'll tell you how the marketing thing went, because maybe next week we'll have some stuff that you'll be able to follow, like a Patreon or a Kickstarter. I mean, I'm not really sure, or a YouTube channel. I'm not sure. It really just depends on the advice that we're given about what to do with marketing. So look forward to next week. We're either going to have, like I said, good news, bad news, same old. We don't really know yet. But just look forward next Wednesday, because I'm giving you guys a major update. I really think it's all I really got to say. I mean, there's a lot going on with this thing, and it's growing much bigger than I anticipated, and we anticipated. Like, this project started off as wanting to do just like a YouTube video series, but as we're filming and as we're creating, it's kind of growing into something much bigger. And it's going from just being a silly YouTube video series to, like, a full-fledged TV series. So what we thought was going to be just a YouTube series is now kind of growing to be up on Amazon. For us, it's that big. So we're excited to see where this goes. We're excited to see what happens. And, I mean, I'm pumped to see what happens. I'm still doing the Summer of Madness, which is just, it's really hard to manage, you know, the filming time, doing a full, big project, and doing Summer of Madness. I applaud like high-end movie actors, the ability to, travel from, New York to Wisconsin to LA to halfway across the world to somewhere else, you know what I mean, to Texas, all that stuff to film different scenes from different movies. It's lots of props, I mean, again, I'm not having to travel from Jacksonville to Miami or anything like that, but I'm having to travel, an hour to my apartment, an hour to my parents, staying there for 3 days, coming back here, working on more projects. Like, it's a lot of work. It's an insane amount of work. But the summer mass is definitely coming up. I mean, I'm narrowed it down to have to do 2 or 3 videos a week in order to be completely done with the series when I say it's going to be done. I'm enjoying it, man. I'm enjoying video editing. I'm enjoying editing the episodes, and it's fun. It's funny. I've had a great time so far editing. But that's when I do have a confession to make. Traveled Roads, the album. This album has been something I've been working on for like 2 years now. It's not done yet. The confession is that it's not coming anytime soon. When I started up YouTube, the idea was to start only with music. Like, I started YouTube, and the only thing I wanted to do was music. Like, I started the channel in 2015 and didn't post anything till 2017 because I only wanted sound effects, music, beatboxing type of content. So maybe like music reactions or something I wanted to do, beatboxing videos, beatboxing tutorials, music, so on and so forth. I never wanted video games on this channel. I never wanted anything but music on this channel. And I'm noticing that the idea for just being a music creator has changed drastically these past couple of years. In fact, this year I think was the first year where it really finally set home that music isn't the biggest thing I'm pursuing, right? Like, I love music. I love the ability to make music. I love the challenge of trying to make music with human vocals. Your vocals are probably the most powerful instrument you'll ever have. So I love that. I love the ability to make music with human vocals. I love the challenge. I do it because it's a challenge. I don't do it because I'm lazy and don't want to learn an instrument. If I had to learn an instrument, it would be drums. I personally just really enjoy trying to make music out of vocals, or making stuff out of my face, or trying to make a sound using just a frying pan and a spoon. I love the ability to try and make music out of things that aren't music, Unfortunately, music isn't something I want to pursue forever. I've noticed from like listening to other creators and understanding how the music world kind of works, and please, if anyone's a music creator, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like when you're a music creator, you have to be constant. And I mean, even as a YouTube creator, it's constant. You have to be constantly posting once or twice a week to keep that viewing up, to keep the buzz flowing. You have to. But with music, it's different. With music, if you release a top track, for example, you have to make sure as a creator that the next track you create is either just as good, if not better. Otherwise, people think that you're losing your passion, you're losing your ability to create, and they kind of just start falling off the deep end with you, Not only that, but the money. Granted, I don't do this for money. I do it because I solely enjoy it. But if money were to be a thing in the future, like, money's not going to come from being a music creator. And it's only because what I'm noticing is the money comes from the viewings of a song. If your song becomes popular, that song is popular. And now you have to top that popular song to keep your popularity, to keep the money flowing. And if you can't, And I don't want to be in that. Like, I don't want to be constantly trying to make the next best. I want to be able to enjoy what I do. And just being able to have that constant pressure of trying to make the best and be the next best and be the next best, it's like not something I want to be stuck doing. That being said, I still want to make music. I love making music. I love trying to create. But I don't think music is going to be the highest form of priority as far as like a career choice. Music for me is something I love to do, and I'm going to continue to do, because I can definitely, I've changed lives, not changed lives, but I can definitely relate to a lot of people, and some of the stuff that I've written and rapped to people, they're just like, why isn't this a song? Like, this is really good. So I want to make music for sure, but it's not something I want to do high-endly, you know what I mean? And the album I'm working on, Traveled Roads, it's going to be my only album. I'm telling you that right now. It's going to be my only album, because this sucks. This sucks. Having all of this music, right? Having, it's only 7 songs long, but having these songs on my computer and not giving them to you guys sucks. Having these songs on my computer and they're just not done yet. I still have to add stuff to them, and I can't because I'm doing other projects. Like, I just want to finish it and give it to you guys, and I can't. Personally, I can't, because it's part of an album, and that sucks, and I hate that. Not to mention this constant pressure in the back of my mind of, if I don't release this soon, the buzz for it's gonna leave, and there's no point in releasing it anyway. Like, it sucks. And then, too, like, sharing my album, or not album, but sharing my music and being like, yeah, I got an album coming, like, the stuff I have coming is way better than this, and then just getting that look of, this is shit compared to, in my back of my mind, it's like, yeah, but the stuff on my computer that I have right now is 10 times better than that. I just can't show it because it's part of something else, and it's like, it sucks, and I hate it, and I absolutely don't want to deal with this feeling ever again. I want to be able to create it and give it to you. You know what I mean? At least when it comes to music. With film, it's much different. Especially something like, you know, a film series. But with something like music, especially since it's here and it's done, and I want you to hear it so bad. So my confession is, the album is not coming anytime soon. And now that I have sunk my teeth into filming, like hardcore filming, and have the ability to talk to somebody who knows what they're doing and has the equipment, I want to do something for the album that I've been wanting to do, but decided I wasn't going to do because I didn't have the equipment or the money. But now that I have somebody who has the equipment, it's like, no, I want to do it. But I can't do it because we're already neck deep in this huge project, and I'm neck deep in the Summer of Madness. So, the way I look at it, I'm lying to you guys, because I've told you guys this year that the album was dropping. And it's not. It's not happening. It's just not. Let me put it to you this way, guys. I told you guys, but the last update I gave you about the album was I had 1 song left to do. I had 1 song left, but first I had to add all the effects to the other songs, because the last song in the album combines all the songs together, right? It's the last thing I told you guys. I haven't touched it since. It's not because I haven't wanted to. It's not because I've been lazy. It's purely because I haven't had the time. I know that's a terrible excuse, but I physically do not have the physical time to do it. I do the reactions for you every week. I film 3 or 4 days out of the week. Then I come home, I do my new job, and then I repeat when I'm home, editing what I film for next week, the vlog and the reactions when I'm home. Or I'm editing Summer of Madness videos. And once the Summer of Madness videos are done, you would think I have free time, but now I've got to start getting my head into the game of editing Death by Cinema. The album's not coming out this year, guys. Like, the album itself is not coming out this year. So, what I plan to do is, I'm going to finish the songs. I'm going to finish the couple of songs I have now, which I believe there's 5. So I'm going to finish those at my leisure and release them so you guys can hear them finished, and so I can say that they're finished. What I pictured for the album was to have the audio version of the album, which was all about mental storytelling, the music and the audio mixing together to create a story in your mind, basically, right? And then to have the visual storytelling, the video, the small clips and pieces to give you some kind of story for you guys to think it over. The reason why I wanted to do that is because this album ties into the lore of my channel. So it's important to me that I finish it. I can't work on that visual side of things until some of the stuff on my plate is clear. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to work on the audio side of it. You know, the actual music of it. So, as of now, I'm going to release, when they're done, as they're done, the songs on their own as singles. When I'm done with the songs themselves, I'll release the final one as it. I'll release the final song, Traveled Roads, and put it together as a full album, right? And on YouTube, give you guys the visual storytelling. That way, you still kind of get both of what I want, and you guys start getting the music sooner rather than later. I want to move on. I have so much more music on my mind that I want to create for you guys that I haven't been able to because I've been doing other stuff. Like, if I could just do Summer of Madness, the reactions, and the album, it would have been done by now. But now I've got this bigger thing, and I can't just not do that bigger thing. I know the next song you guys are going to be getting for sure. But I'll let you know when it happens. I'll let you know when it comes out. And it will come out soon. I don't know when. But soon. I know it will come out soon because it's not a whole fucking album. But I want to do it this way. And I hope you guys can understand that, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, that was my confession. So, anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for checking out this video. We do reactions every Monday. We do vlogs every Wednesdays. And stay tuned for next week because there's going to be a big update. I don't know if it's bad news or good news, but it's going to be a big update. Follow me on socials in the description below because there's going to be some stuff dropping soon. Cool? Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. And without further ado, everyone out.